I think hard to win on the road, hard to win as a rookie. Did a nice job in some of the things we asked him to do. Our focus is really, like it's been all year, on the process of how to improve and how to continue to get better. And for these young players that are playing for us offensively, finding all those teachable moments to continue to improve on. There's a lot of plays he would like to have back. There's a lot of great learning opportunities out there. And then there's a lot of plays that he made that, helped our offense and helped us score enough points to win the game. But
they laughed at this idea until it went viral. Suddenly, Tommy Rees dropped a truth bomb about Shedeur Sanders as Browns QB1 that had everyone clutching their popcorn. Was it genius? Was it chaos? Or just pure, unfiltered Browns-level madness? Stick around, because this takes Wild to a whole new level.
The Cleveland Browns offensive coordinator, Tommy Rees, didn't hold back during his press conference about Shedeur Sanders. The throw from Shedeur Sanders changed the game for the Cleveland Browns football team. The Cleveland Browns have an opportunity to win their conference with Shedeur as a starting quarterback.
Suddenly, Tommy Rees dropped a brutal truth bomb about Shedeur Sanders as Browns QB1, and the internet collectively lost its mind. Was it genius insight, or just a rookie catching fire on the wrong, or maybe right weekend? Either way, it's the kind of chaos you don't scroll past.
Again, we're really doubling down on how can we be process-oriented, not get too caught up in a result of a win or a loss, and just focus on every time you come in on a Monday, there's going to be a bunch of plays that you want to correct. They're just usually easier to correct when you win than when you lose. So our focus is there on continuing to improve. I think Shedeur's done a really nice job this week of continuing to prep and really starting to hone in on the things we're asking of him, and excited for another opportunity.
Let's start with the basics. Rookies playing on the road is like asking a cat to drive a bus. Stress, nerves, a million decisions per second, and somewhere in there, figuring out what a pocket actually is.
The offensive coordinator of the Cleveland Browns, Tommy Rees, had his presser today, and the reporters, first thing out the block, asked him about Shedeur Sanders. Tommy Rees said, "Yeah, we talked to Shedeur. I talked to Shedeur. But before I could even ask him a question, Shedeur came out and admitted that this play right here, I shouldn't have done that." That boy locked in, y'all.
Shedeur had all that, and somehow still managed to make plays that made you forget he was technically a rookie. Sure, there were moments you'd like to erase from memory, but then there was that magical 52-yard missile to Isaiah that screamed, "I belong here, whether you like it or not."
In all objectivity, if I just step back from this and I just look at the numbers and the final score, I say C+. Until I start to consider the real circumstances that happened yesterday in Cleveland. And that includes Kevin Stefanski's game plan and his X factor and what I still consider his sabotage. When I take all that into account, I will up Shedeur's grade to a B for yesterday, because he's fighting against it, because I keep
Now the pocket thing. Apparently staying in the pocket isn't a matter of discipline. It's an art form. There's no magic spell or enchanted chalk line. The coaching staff basically showed him, hey, see that clean pocket? Pretend it's a safe space and don't leave unless a tornado hits. But Shedeur, being a rookie with just enough audacity, learned the fine balance. Stay in when you should, improvise when necessary, and somehow keep your eyes downfield while dodging pressure like a caffeinated ninja.
I got a problem with the locker room and the PR team. With the Browns.
Okay.
It's a third string quarterback being interviewed each and every week. Why? Like, why? Go into the quarterback room. Go in the training room. Go somewhere else. You're not the topic this week. Stop making it about you and make it about the team. But the team should do a better job protecting their young player, who they feel good about, obviously, to keep 4 quarterbacks on the roster. But somebody needs to grab Shedeur within that locker room And it probably starts with the PR team.
PR staff.
Stop letting him go up there and have a damn press conference.
Go play ping.
That 52-yard throw, yeah, textbook chaos management with a hint of don't panic, just throw it anyway. And then there's the deep ball. Some QBs play it safe. Shedeur, he's like, coverage looks good, let's rip it. Not ideal, check it down. Still not perfect, make it work. Watching him play is like watching someone solve a Rubik's Cube while riding a roller coaster. It's confusing, thrilling, and occasionally terrifying.
I think there's people who still clinging to the belief that if he starts the final 5 games and obviously the 2 previous games, that we're going to have some sort of rubber-stamped guarantee Shedeur is or is not a starting quarterback at the end of those 7 games. And I just want to remind everybody that while we can get a lot of glimpses into what he might be, every year, there's 2 or 3 guys that were drafted in the first round that we don't know about until 4 or 5 years later. Now,
But this isn't a one-man show. The rookie class has been contributing like a group of over-caffeinated interns who accidentally figured out the company's secret formula. Gage making big plays on special teams. Harold refusing to be tackled like physics doesn't exist. Dylan and Samson forming a running back duo that could make linebackers cry. This isn't luck. It's chaos meeting preparation.
If anybody out there, give me one example. How long has Scott Petrak been covering the Browns?
20 years, 25 years.
Give me one example of Scott Petrak in 20 years asking a gotcha question. All right? And people were like, Bull, you're just defending the media. Jason, who craps on the Cleveland media more than me?
Nobody.
Nobody, all right? I can be a total D-bag to people in the Cleveland media. If I think a media man or woman asks a stupid question, I will be the first one to say it. He was giving Shedeur a layup.
And the energy these kids bring? Electric. Like someone plugged the Browns offense directly into a wall socket labeled potential mayhem. Offensive strategy? Let's talk about Wildcat. No, not the circus feline, though you might think that's what the defense saw. The Wildcat is basically the Browns saying, we're about to confuse the opposition, give our rookie QB a playground to run, and score anyway.
I believe in equal opportunity. I believe that whatever you've given one, you should give the other. I believe that we have to develop our players in the best way we know how. And if you've given Dylan Gabriel, if you've given Joe Flacco an opportunity to properly evaluate them, you need to do the same thing for Shedeur Sanders. Is it a week-to-week basis? Is it a whole year basis? That's between Kevin Stefanski and his coaching staff. But the truth...
And it works. Shedeur and the crew executed it with precision, turning what could have been a circus act into a calculated mess that somehow results in touchdowns. It's the kind of thing that makes you question reality, NFL rule books, and whether Shedeur should be teaching strategy courses instead of just playing.
Sure. Not going to get that bandwidth, right? But in terms of we have to have a firm answer on Shedeur by the end of the season, guys, you're making up a goalpost that doesn't likely exist. You're not looking for the absolute yes or no. If anything, you'll get an absolute no in 7 games and a 5th-round pick, but an absolute yes, that's no. You're looking for enough.
Oh, I mean, I think
you see enough growth to say, I think with a full offseason, this guy can be good enough.
Defense? Yeah, there's a solid one waiting, but the Browns aren't just relying on chaos. They're learning, adapting, and proving that rookie energy plus slightly insane confidence equals results. Shedeur's first start jitters turned into game flow mastery with key plays that gave him and the team confidence to keep the offense moving and the fans screaming. So here's the takeaway. Tommy Rees's viral truth wasn't just a comment. It was an early warning for the league, a highlight reel in motion, and a tutorial on how rookies can both terrify and mesmerize in the same breath.
I think Shedeur's messaging is right here, and I think this would be the messaging hopefully Shedeur can share with Jerry. Not only is this going to take time, but you've got to let me lead you.
Well, this is part of the reason, we talk about not getting first-team reps. Like, this is part of that, is that, that discussion exists because right now Shedeur would rather go to Gage Larvidan than he would Jerry Jeudy. Why? Because he has a connection with Gage Larvidan. He's already built that up. And the limited time he's had with Jerry Jeudy, we haven't seen it work out in a really successful way. And so I like how Shedeur's like, oh, yeah, we're going to have to take
surviving as QB1. He's making everyone else feel like they're playing catch-up in a sandbox while he's building a theme park. And if you thought the chaos ended here, think again. The rookie-led offense is just getting started. The plays are only going to get wilder, and Shedeur's pocket magic is likely to become the stuff of legend.
Given what was, the situation yesterday, I was pleased with what Shedeur Sanders did do. Do I believe that the Cleveland Browns are a good team? Hell no. They don't have the proper talent. They don't have a specific or a dynamic #1 option, whether at the tight end position or a receiver position. And you're asking a rookie and a rookie running back to carry your team, or now a rookie quarterback to carry your team, and it's not a recipe for success in the National Football League.
Keep your eyes glued to the screen, because the Browns aren't just playing football, they're auditioning for a highlight reel that makes you question everything you thought you knew about rookie QBs. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're ready to watch Shedeur Sanders make the impossible look like a Tuesday afternoon. Will he keep the magic going, or is this just a fluke that the internet will obsess over for days? Only time, chaos, and a whole lot of rookie audacity will tell.